Hi guys, what is up? Welcome to Great Gamers, Great Games, and today... Oh wait, I've started that completely wrong. Hi guys, welcome to Great Gamers, Great Games, and this is... And today, there is me...
Fucking idiot.
You fucking tool. And today, there is me, Fish, and I'm with...
Ice Warrior.
Simon.
Randy.
Simon Randy... Randy? Shrandy?
Randy, yeah. Simon's Randy.
And Tom.
Hello.
So this is the show where we...
of Tom.
Hello.
This is the show where we talk about different movie news articles that have popped up in the last week since last Thursday. Who wants to go first?
Well, I might as well get out of the way. I might as well get out of the way.
Simon is
Let
new.
Simon go.
Simon's first time, so you may as well, yeah.
Yeah, my first time. You always get out of the way. Rip that band-aid off. Well, my topic is the possible Left 4 Dead 3, which I've also seen advertisements, well, on other sites, advertisements of jobs from Valve for like game designers and stuff. So there might be a possible Left 4 Dead 3, hopefully, because the Left 4 Dead series were brilliant series. I loved the games for Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, and I did want a Left 4 Dead 3 straight after them, but obviously it didn't happen. But hopefully, if they do bring a Left 4 Dead 3 out, they'll bring out new characters, or they might bring... Hopefully they'll bring out some old characters with new ones, and it'll be a bigger area, like a bigger map. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
See,
it just needs. I think it needs to be a bit better than the other two.
The second one was a bit gaslight.
Yeah. What
I mean, the online bits were
it?
quite good. I think what could improve it is better, like a better online. What's the word?
service.
Better online experience.
Yeah, better online experience, like, because obviously the only games, there was only like 2 modes I think for the online. It was like you were either the infected or you were the survivors, and it was just they should have done
Yeah, well,
an infected
there's
where
only a certain amount of online stuff you can do with a game like Left 4 Dead, where it's...
Yeah. Because anything with zombie, you can only ever really do survivors or infected. There isn't really a whole deal after that you can do in the zombie genre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The only bit that's all creative about it is the aspect of modding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those games.
See, I love
think,
zombie
to be
games.
fair-
I love zombie films, but I always find like any zombie game that's been out after we're talking continuous play. After maybe 3 hours continuous play, they get a bit repetitive.
Yeah.
Because it's like zombies, you're either running for survival or you're the zombie trying to kill. And I just don't know how they can change that up. What they could introduce to kind of...
I think...
Well, I think if
mix.
they're gonna, to be honest, I think if they're gonna change Left 4 Dead 3, if they're gonna make Left 4 Dead 3, they should change how you can tell whether there's a zombie around, because Left 4 Dead 1, which I've been playing recently, you could tell what zombie was coming, whether it was the hunter, the witcher, or the boomer, or what's that big one called? It was absolutely
Like a tank or
ginormous.
something like that?
Yeah, the tank. You could always tell which one was going to come, because you
Yeah. So
you're either crying, or you can
your
hear the
teammates
hunter
would say,
or
wouldn't
the
they?
boomer.
Yeah.
And it was just after you thought, well, I can hear it. It's over there. I bet I'll just shoot it.
It was good
but
fun
there
though,
was
to play
no
with your friends.
It
it was good
definitely
fun to
was,
play with
yeah.
your friends, but
Like,
there was no like surprise. There was no surprise where in horror films nowadays you get like jump scares and you
So
literally
you prefer
jump
not to know if they were there,
Well,
kind
I'd
of
like-
turn the corner, and then it's like, oh my god, there's one there.
No,
That
like-
type of thing.
when you first start playing it, like you do get jump scared, but then after a while, I mean, I've been playing it since they came out, and I don't get bothered it now. Like
Well,
I
the
don't even
anticipation
get...
of like hearing the witch cry and stuff like that. and then all of a sudden they would like you'd be like shit. Where
I'll
is
tell you
it?
what, Sam, you want to try playing it on PC, because especially if you've never played on PC before. Like when I first got on PC, I was like, I don't know what the buttons are,
Yeah.
and then I hear like a.
You're the
Oh,
crying and
no!
that.
It's coming to get me. So
Yeah,
I found the quote. Total Rock Studios, the developers of Left 4 Dead and Evolve. You remember Evolve? It was that one monster
yeah.
versus however many guys. So looking to work on a globally known game franchise. Join our exceptional development team as a senior level designer on an unannounced AAA title. That's what they've said. So like you don't know if it's Left 4 Dead, Evolve, or
Yeah,
they might
it
just be
could
very ambitious. They might just be very ambitious. It might be just a completely new franchise, and they just called it globally known game franchise because they expect it to be massive. So
I mean, there's already a new zombie game out. There's that, the Walking Dead one.
Two.
No,
there's
the Walking Dead. There's the Walking Dead one made by
Overkill.
Telltale.
Overkill. It was made by Overkill.
Walking Dead, yeah.
And I've seen like the trailers for it, and that looks
Yeah, but
really
they've
good.
actually said
I do wanna
it's
get that.
not going to be the greatest game you play. They've come
I
out and
know,
said that
but
it's not going to be like
I know,
absolutely
but they
mint.
said, I know, but like other developers and stuff said that No Man's Sky was going to be absolutely amazing, and we got on and it was shit.
Yeah, but
apparently
that
it's
came
improved
out and
loads
it
now.
was. Yeah, I was gonna say
I mean,
it's improved laws well, apparently.
I'd say, yeah, but it's a bit late now. I mean, no one's gonna. I mean, how many people do you know that play it now? I traded it in. I didn't want to take the risk of buying it again because I knew that it might not have changed much.
Yeah,
They said that you'd better play
get
with your
tempted.
friends and stuff,
I'm tempted
and they
to
actually
buy it again,
showed.
but-
And they actually showed like two people on the same planet, on the same area, and they
Yeah, they
couldn't see
couldn't
each
actually
other.
see each other. Yeah.
It's just if they're gonna do games like that, they need to they need to complete the game first instead of
This
Like-
Total Rock
You've
Studio.
got Days Gone coming out
Who?
next year. Days Gone next year.
Oh
That's the
yeah,
zombie
Days
one.
Gone.
Oh,
There's going to be a lot of zombie games
yeah.
out there.
That's got
I mean,
Norman. That's got Norman Reedus in it, hasn't it? Daryl from
But
Walking Dead.
that'll be bigger than Walking Dead. It'll be, to be fair, it'll probably be the biggest selling zombie game in the last few years since.
Well, it's been
dying
hyped up.
light.
hasn't
Days
it?
Gone,
Every good
Days
few
Gone
years,
does
big
look
hype now.
amazing.
Yeah.
Like Days Gone does look amazing, and I cannot wait for that.
Right.
But
Who's next?
Dying Light was good, but again, it just after a while, I'll jump in.
Second one out coming out, isn't it?
Right, I like to jump in. So mine is, it's not so much on a game, it's a bit of a pet peeve of mine. It's kind of what we touched on a couple of weeks ago with Assassin's Creed. Developers just feel this need to every year just keep spawning out the next title,
Yeah.
FIFA 17, FIFA 18, FIFA 19.
Yeah.
Pretty much
Yeah.
any sports game, doesn't not just FIFA, it's any sports game
Yeah.
every
Pez.
single year.
To be
There's
fair,
one spawn
like
and
They
it's
just update the
just
players, though,
annoying
don't
as
they?
hell.
to be
There's,
fair, I
there's no
think
difference.
they should do it like they should do like a new FIFA every 2 years.
At least every
2 years, so people can because people YouTubers and stuff and people who haven't got the money are spending the money they haven't got on opening packs and trying to get the best players, and they're not getting it.
When what's the point? Because in like 10 months, it's a waste of money because the next one's out.
Yeah, exactly. And
People still buy it though.
I'm guilty as well because I've spent quite a bit on FIFA, on FIFA
People
17.
still go and buy the
FIFA
stuff, so
18.
why wouldn't they keep shelling them out?
There's
I
no
know.
way
The
the
thing is,
technology has improved enough
But if you
to
look
make
at
a
FIFA
difference over
17
1
and
year.
FIFA 18, there's no difference.
But Call of Duty and stuff like that's the same.
But Call of Duty
Yeah,
has 3
same
developers,
basis.
so
Same
it's
basis.
same basis. It's a different Call of Duty every year, but it's a different developer every 3 years, isn't it? It's like you've
Whereas
got,
with the sports games, it's 90% EA. And I think EA should take a stand, because like I say, people are always going to buy it, but if they turned around and says we're not releasing a FIFA this year, there'd be an uproar. But then if they
There'd be
actually
an
did
uproar
stuff
and
to
they'd be stupid because
The only problem with that is
Wouldn't make-
EA is
why would they
that
stop
kind of
making money?
company that have to like sort
Yeah,
of
but-
modify it to a point
I
where
think I think if
It
EA
gave
said,
companies quotas and
I
stuff.
think if EA said to people, look, we're not going to release a new FIFA, we're just going to
It would never
keep
happen.
updating it,
No,
So
it
what
won't
do we
happen.
do?
update the players and
Whoa.
everything. I think most people would be all right with it. Obviously, the major people would like, oh, I'm not having this.
I
This is
think
wrong.
a lot of
But
people will be
It
on
makes too
board.
much money every year, unfortunately.
It
If
makes
people
no
didn't
sense.
buy it one year,
It's
buy it
coming
one year,
home.
then they would think about it. Then they would think about skipping a year because they still make so much money every year. They've got no
Yeah.
reason.
It's the
to
same
not
thing
make
as
one
like
every year.
season passes and that, innit? Like you buy a season pass for Call of Duty and then it's useless after when the next
Yeah.
Call of Duty comes out.
But why would
Yeah.
you fix something that's not broken?
It is broken.
But yeah,
It-
That's
It's basically what it
the
is.
only thing that changed on FIFA is, see, this is okay. So if
Characters.
you go into FIFA, so if you go into FIFA, any sports, it's not just label FIFA. If you go into any sports game and do a career mode, so you control the whole team, you end up trading or buying players. So
Yeah.
after 2 weeks, the rosters are totally different anyway. They're null and void. So
Yeah.
buying the game to have the latest rosters makes no difference whatsoever.
I mean,
Because people
they
always have the
can-
favourites who they want to buy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
pretty
they
sure
can
FIFA
take off
14.
players.
I'm pretty sure FIFA 14 had updated squads. So I was playing FIFA 14 while 15 was out because I didn't like the Ultimate Team on 15. I
Yeah.
think. And the squads were updating in it and that anyway. Even
They
the Ultimate
can-
Team was still supported.
On FIFA 18, that they are able to take off players because there's been a few players that have died like recently, and they've took them off or they've retired and they've took them off the Ultimate
But
Team.
that's not
which-
really. But that's not really the issue, is it? Because it's like, it's. I don't know. It's
If they can do these
you
things,
still
Link
simplify it to a
in-
point where you don't need
the
to.
gameplay and the
Yeah.
engine and everything needs to
yeah, but
improve.
I'm saying if they can take off players, like because they're retired or whatnot, they can replace them with a legend card and add other players instead of making a new FIFA every year.
what
Yeah,
gets
but if
me?
it's-
Stupid.
But the thing is, people will buy the game for 50 quid when it comes out, regardless of whether it's the same thing
Yeah.
or not. So why would they stop making it?
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
Assassin's Creed did it right when they left a 2 year gap between them.
Exactly. I've heard
But they've
nothing
got-
but good stuff about Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh,
and they,
Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed, one of the best games I played. Black Flag.
But
I love that game. That
Yeah,
Black
but
Flag.
Origins and
Origins-
Black Flag are probably the best two
I've
games
not-
in the series.
That Origins
Exactly.
is the
Yeah,
one I haven't played yet.
But now they've gone back to doing the every year thing. Well, it looks like they are because obviously they're releasing one this year. And I just think they had it on. They nailed it
they did.
because like people were getting a bit bored with the franchise, and then they brought out Origins, and it was like starting afresh. People were like
Yeah.
excited for it, and like all the hype around it was really justified. And now they've gone back to doing it like after 1 year. And if this game isn't as good as Origins, people are going to like. It shows you there that you do need to have a couple of years between games to. Everything's doing it now. I mean, Battlefront. I cannot think of many games that don't just churn out a game every year.
People buy
Yeah, I
them.
mean, it's like a game like Battlefront, which needed a new game this year because it is shit. Like, I didn't get it because I watched all the reviews. I watched a lot of the trailers, and it looked mint. Apparently, it plays really well, but then obviously they just fucked the launch up. They've changed so much in that game. Apparently, there's games like that cock up, but earn enough money
Yeah.
to deserve a sequel. And don't you dare wake up.
Oh
Don't you
no.
dare wake up.
Be right
But
back, guys. Go to
It's
toilet.
like I've got like I play a lot of sports games. I've got FIFA. I play baseball. I play the ice hockey. But I always leave 3 years or longer between some of them. Like FIFA, the last one I got is 17, so I'll probably get 19 because it's been a 2 year gap. Baseball, the last one I've got was 16, so I'll probably get 19. That's a 3 year gap. Ice hockey was a 3 year gap because then you notice the difference. You know, when you go into the new game,
Yeah.
it's like, wow, God, they've changed so much. This looks brilliant.
Yeah.
Because I used to get the FIFAs, like I got 13, 14, 15, and then I was just like, there's no difference. It was bugging us. Do you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm skipping. That's when I started to realise, well, you still get the same gameplay out of it. You still get the same enjoyment. So just skip a couple of years.
I think
if more people did that.
I think it was Call of Duty Infinite Warfare where I kind of thought, meh. And it took me ages to buy that game. But I enjoyed it when I
People
did.
lost interest with FIFA or whatever and thought, right, I'm not going to play it no more, I'm not bothered about it. If EA knew that was the case and they just thought, oh, well, you know,
Yeah.
we'll have to think
probably
about,
would.
then, you know, they might do that, but while people are buying the game for 50 quid at a time,
What infuriates skeptics...
And then
it's
the
a business.
And the thing is, they release like different editions as well. Like for the order.
What infuriates skeptics like Dave and me, to be fair, is like, when was the Journey introduced? FIFA 17?
17, yeah.
Was it
And
the
it
year
finished-
before that, or the year before that, when they were like, oh, we've got 3D crowds! Now you can see them in 3D! And it's just, why?
That's so exciting.
That's what they got hyped
But I'll tell you
over
what as well.
in the E3 conference. I remember them coming out and saying 3D crowds, and you know.
I think FIFA would be better if they didn't add microtransactions into it. Like if say for every level you gain in the game, you get like a loot pack or something. Then you can unlock new players to bolster your roster. If they did like that, then you wouldn't have this sort of thing where you're wasting hundreds. Like 'cause you get YouTubers that like, oh yeah, I make like 50 grand a week or whatever on YouTube. I'll just spend fucking do pack openings. It's like, okay, you're a twat,
£100,
wasting money on fucking trying to get Ronaldo.
The reason they waste money on packs and stuff is because they've got the money to waste. Like, people like me.
They don't realise people actually play these games and actually put hours into like proper hours into the game to progress, and they get nothing for it unless they pay money. So I think more of a reward scheme for actually putting hours into the game.
It's just
would be better.
Right,
But you
we
know,
should
the other thing I
probably.
never saw, last thing dead quick, the other thing I never saw with FIFA 17 was, and a lot of people complained about it, but it never really went anywhere, was the journey finished after one season. There was no England call-up.
They've done that on purpose though, so they could expand in the next one.
In the Journey 2, there wasn't. You didn't see him go into the England call-up.
Exactly.
I'm lost.
So
Has there been a
point?
second Journey?
FIFA 18.
FIFA 18.
So lost with the FIFAs. Anyway,
Right. FIFA 17.
Oh, for fuck's sake! Here we go.
FIFA 17, the Journey ended with him might be getting called up to the England squad, and then FIFA 18 started with. What did it start with?
Oh my god.
Well, I think we can just say that it doesn't work. So let's move on to the next one.
Right, let's move on to the next one. Otherwise, this is a topic that we
That's
can
my
just
rant done.
continuously
Yeah.
go on to.
Exactly.
I'll go
So,
next.
On other news,
I'll go next.
Overwatch.
Oh,
Oh, you go
fine.
next,
You go. Mine's only short.
I'll go next then. I'll go next.
So it's up to you.
It's only a short one.
Mine's only a short one. So
Mine's only short as well.
go.
So basically, over the past couple of weeks, there's been updates to Overwatch, which is a game that I'm quite I'm enjoying
Addicted
it.
over?
Quite a lot of hours into it. It's pretty decent.
Not quite over it.
Yeah. I'm not really a.
Oh,
Don't really like Overwatch. It's not a game I would play.
Yeah, let me speak.
But,
But
instead of continuously butting into other people's ideas, topics, and general thoughts, let's go and continue. Tom.
So yeah, basically they've updated the game, and they've done quite a few tweaks on the characters to make them sort of more playable and more
to balance
sort of
it more.
skill based, to balance it out.
Yeah.
But what I like about the game is they've introduced a new system now called endorsement, where basically you can custom browse games and select preset teams and sort of customize a team
Call of
before you go
Duty
into a game.
does this. Well, not the team part, but Call of Duty. If you go play Call of Duty World at War on the PC, you have to select a lobby from a big list. Is it just like that?
Yeah.
Where you
It's
go on and it's
basically a lobby, but it's
constant
basically a
team
lobby
deathmatch
of
on so and so map.
different games. So you can have competitive game modes,
Yeah.
like free for all that sort of stuff.
It's its
Like,
way of
it shows
immortalising its
different
multiplayer,
teams.
isn't it? Really.
Yeah, so like you can sort of like instead of like just jumping into a game like you go quick play or competitive, spend like 30 seconds waiting and
Yeah.
then jump into a game. You can actually like sort of pre-select teams, so you're actually like prepared and you know like who you're working with, sort of thing, which I think is quite cool. And
Yeah.
they've introduced the endorsement scheme, which is basically obviously like if you do really well in the game, you get player of the games and stuff, and you get like XP boost, and you can like vote on who's your sort of favorite character based on how well they've done. But obviously, with you get special abilities and stuff, you get like loads of kills, then you get player of the game. Other players that sort of do very well, sort of supporting the team in terms of healing and like
Assists
sort of keeping them
and
alive. You can sort of give them an XP boost, so you can like say, "Oh, this guy's a good team player," so you can like give them like a little XP boost.
that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's
Like-
good. I like that. I think
So
that's something they should introduce to across all the online
Yeah,
platform
it-
games like Call of
it's
Duty
sort
World
of
War
like-
II. I think it's really good.
Yeah, it sort of shows like working as a team and stuff like that. It's like, and it has like a little like timer of like who spent time with each sort of player, so you can like sort of
Yeah.
thing. You can like give people like good sportsmanship, team player, shot caller, and leader. I think it is.
Yeah.
So you get like an XP boost for that, and you can even do it for the enemy team as well, which I think is quite cool as well. It's like if the other team's playing very well, obviously Overwatch is a very skill-based game. You can sort of give your team like a little XP boost for saying like, hang on a minute, you've done really well there.
Yeah.
So I think it's really good. I think it's sort of
Yeah, I
brings
like
that
the sound of
community
that.
together.
it
Yeah,
it
it's really good. It's really fun.
I think
It-
it's the way forward.
yeah it pushes you to play more like a team, which I think Call of Duty is
Rather than-
trying
yeah.
with its next Call of Duty with the different the different team
Yeah,
player character things. They should introduce something like that because that's a really good idea.
yeah.
It's.
So
I
it's
think
like
it's brilliant.
Overwatch. Yeah, Overwatch is like it's free DLC, but you can pay for like customization, or you can unlock it by just
That's what everyone's
game
kicking off
levels.
about on COD Black Ops 4.
Yeah, but
Obviously,
with Overwatch, like you don't need to spend money really. Like you get loot crates for gaining levels, so you can like, unlock stuff that way. It's
Yeah.
not really like too big a thing.
I've liked how
like,
easy it is to
getting
get
skins.
supply boxes on World War II,
Yeah.
but it should
Oh,
definitely
they've
be a
stopped
bit
them
easier.
now.
I was gonna say it slowed right down.
Yeah, well, they're finished now on the supply boxes.
Oh,
What do you-
grim.
how do you mean?
Yeah,
There
what do
was
you
something I was. Let us bring it up. The finishing supply drops on COD. Let us bring it up.
Oh, is it because they're releasing the next one?
It could be. 2 seconds. I'll just quickly Google it. It was something I briefly caught on YouTube on Exclusive Ace, who's absolutely meant to watch on COD World War
Alright.
II. But let's just have a little look.
While you're looking that up, the other bit of Overwatch news is a new character announcement, which is free to play. Obviously, he's out for PC at the moment, but it's Hammond the hamster.
Oh
which
yeah,
is,
I've heard this.
Yeah.
He's like a
new
hamster
character.
ball, isn't he?
Yeah, it's for some reason like the character's called Hammond, but they've named the character Wrecking Ball, which is quite stupid. They should just call it Hammond.
Yeah,
But
Hammond the
yeah,
hamster.
so like I've seen gameplay of him and stuff like testing on YouTube because obviously he's out on PC. But
Are you
I'm
gonna
not quite
play
sure
as him?
on the PS4 and Xbox release. I've googled it and everything, but nothing really comes up. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks or month or so, it'll be released. And I can do some
Yeah.
testing on it. But it seems quite fun. So yeah, that's basically my news.
That's that's how you do it. Have you got this, Chris? No, Dave, or
Dave.
shall I move on to mine?
Yeah, yeah, crack on yours.
Right,
Yeah,
see
crack on
ya.
yours, buddy.
Fallout 76 is an open world, free roaming, co-op extravaganza, right?
It's amazing.
Essentially, it does look really good. And a problem that you're going to get with a game like this is griefing. So a way that they've done something that they might have done, I'm not sure if this is set in stone. I don't think it is. But basically, you're not going to be able to kill people under level 5.
Ah, so you can't just
Just
smash people. Whatever.
Yeah. So basically, this is from I can't remember what website it's from. But this is so people who have started the game won't be killed by higher level players. Bethesda's Todd Howard says it could change before launch to stop people just staying at a low level and griefing higher level players. You know.
Level 5.
So I think that is a very good thing, really.
There's an abusement thing like that. It depends how they do it. Like obviously, like,
Exactly.
if there's like a leveling thing for like defenses, and obviously because like there's the special tree in there. It depends what you pick on that. So like if you haven't got like the defenses, you're a high level.
I don't know what it's going to be like, but can you remember in RuneScape where you had attack?
Never played it.
Shut up. I'm joking. If you're not RuneScape, that's a bad example. In Fallout 4, you had all your perks, and you had your general level. I think it's just going to be the general level.
General level. So if you're general level 4, general level 6 can't kill you.
Yeah, essentially. Which I think is good,
sort of makes sense.
because it stops people from camping outside the vault and just blowing people away as soon as they walk
picking
out.
people off.
Yeah.
I think
also,
better. I'll play it. If I'm going to play it, it'll be private servers.
they are releasing private servers, but not on launch. I think they want people to experience it this way first. Because the point of Fallout has always been to explore and meet people in towns, but the point of this Fallout is you're the first people out, hence why every person you see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, another thing they've said is fast travel is coming back. It's probably going to be like other Fallout games, so you have to walk manually to a place, and once you've discovered it, you'll be able to fast travel to it. Hopefully, though, this is the problem. In Fallout 4 and 3, if you fast travel somewhere, you always land in the same place, don't you? I think that'd be annoying. If you've got everyone randomly decides,
you can
let's
spawn
go.
camp, can't you?
Yeah, you can spawn kill, or if everyone magically fast travels to one place, they all spawn inside of each other.
Does that count for like if you're over encumbered? Because like obviously on Fallout 4 there's a perk where like you can fast travel when over encumbered.
Yeah,
if you haven't got that perk and you teleport somewhere and you're over encumbered, you stood there and then some guy's like, oh, he's stuck, and they'll just shoot you to death.
I feel like it may as well be a carbon copy. There's no need to change it because it's not broke. You know, so long as it doesn't always spawn you in the same exact place. Let's say there's a town called, let's use Nuketown as an example. When you fast travel to Nuketown on Fallout 3, you respawn outside the front gates. So I think, so long as, in this example, you don't just respawn in the front gate, sometimes you'll respawn out the back, or sometimes you'll respawn in the actual city, not outside.
So basically, if you fast travel to a zone, you're in a random location in that zone.
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah, that sounds.
Yeah.
So you could land on the build. No, not on a building. You'd always have to be on the ground.
Is this game going to be like that game Rust and stuff like that, where you get people that will just build bases all over the place or just wreck your shit?
You can only build one thing. Like one
you have to get
mini
that camp
settlement,
thing, don't you?
Yeah. It looks. I can't wait.
It does look good. Like I'll probably get it.
Yeah, you better do. I need someone to get it.
If they make it balanced, so you don't get people sort of
just trolling
either paying to win or just generally just sort of
shit up all the time.
be in a position where like they can just destroy everybody. Because like I think the things like it's like Ark, for example. Like if you go into like a server and you've just bought the game, you'll literally spawn on the beach,
and there's people everywhere.
punch a bit of wood, and then like a guy with a fucking level 82 T-Rex just sat there going, "Oh, you're new. How are you doing, mate?" Instead of helping you, I'm gonna like get my T-Rex to like literally destroy you.
Yeah,
I think if they make it balanced,
they're working on how to balance it all. They're releasing a beta soon as well. So
it'd be good if like
private beta though.
If like people who pre-order the game, like obviously they have like their own servers.
Like me.
That way, like you have like servers for new players. So you have like if you spawn into a server, you haven't got one person of like 50 something.
Yeah, as I say,
those people at the same
they
level as you.
are going to bring private servers in at a later date.
Yeah, that'd be better.
I mean, that would be good for like a
that's the
group of
problem
friends to have a roam about the map and explore it.
Because obviously it's one of
Oh,
the
yeah.
rare
That's the
games
problem
where
with GTA 5. Because if you went on a GTA 5, the likelihood is you get someone who's got 100 million with like can kill you in a second, and it's just like, well, what's the point of
Yeah,
playing?
I had that
Yeah.
problem as well.
That's
It
why I
was,
don't
ridiculous.
go on like an open group. Like I always just go on invite only session on
Yeah, I
GTA
used to
5
do that.
because
Yeah.
I keep
But
getting
you
people
can't,
who
you
are
can't
just
do
like
heists.
killing me.
That's
It's
the
like,
thing.
what the
You can't
fuck?
do heists on private.
Yeah.
That's the problem with
But,
GTA.
but the problem is,
yeah.
if you do a heist, then like you say, you come up against people who are ridiculously high levels, and they just think, oh, cool, we'll just use
Yeah,
like
there's not
the
like, there's like
death ray from space and kill them in one go.
yeah. Does that it's like what's it called? We have to like sort of pick up like supplies and stuff. To, like take back to your base, like your
Yeah.
bunker, for money. And on GTA, like obviously you're there driving your supplies. People just come in a Harrier and just fucking blow you up.
Wreck you on
And
the
like,
back, yeah.
they'll make it like they don't gain anything from it. They don't get any money from doing it.
It's just
They
toxic
just do it
community,
to
isn't
piss
it?
you off. And it's
See,
that's
I
what
don't know
our
if it's
game should
possible.
be.
I don't know if it's possible, but the best way to do it would be, so say for example you click on Fallout 76 and you've got it 2 months after the release, so you're starting off level 0.
Yep.
They should introduce servers where if you go to log on and you're level 15, it won't put you below, anyone say who's below level 12 won't be able to, well, below level 10. So there's like a decent gap from like 10 to 20 or something like that, or 10
Yeah.
to 25.
Like in
So
Call of
literally if
Duty,
you're
they
below
used to
that
do
level, you can't log into that server till you know you're going to give a chance for your character to build up without thinking, God, am I going to run into? Yeah, they can't kill you, but you still don't want to run into them because they could just follow you around until you level up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough to
Or
kill
even
them.
make it so like you have your own server, but you're a low level, and like there's like a couple of people on your server, your massive map, and they're low level as well. But after a certain period
Yeah.
of time, there's like I think it's on Conan Exiles have it as well, where it's like a certain period of time, people can attack you.
Yeah.
Right.
That way, like you've sort of got time to prepare before someone actually comes and
See, this
tries to
isn't
destroy your
like
shit.
this isn't a game like that. This is basically a free roam game.
Yeah, but people
Like, if
can
you see
nuke
a
your bases
person-
and shit, can't they?
They can only nuke select places. Like they can only nuke what's on the map. So like there won't be an icon for your base on the map, but
So
there'll be
it's
an
what's
icon.
pre-built
Yeah.
on the map.
So that there's
Yeah.
randomly nuke places.
Yeah.
Yeah, they won't just go.
But like I say,
At least I don't think so. But
I think like I say, if they could somehow do the server thing so they could keep the levels separate.
yeah,
Because like I say, you don't want to, if you're at level 10, you don't want to come up against level 30 and just be like, oh, what's the point?
yeah, but Fallout has been a game where going up a level literally just increases your health. Like you've
Yeah.
always had perks, and
Yeah.
it's the weapons that make the difference. Whereas in like, I don't know, Pokemon, if you're level 100, you're ultra powerful, but if you're level 1, you're weak. But in this,
Yeah.
if you're level
Yeah, I
1,
get you.
you're just as powerful weapon-wise as a level 10.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's that. Innit? Anyone
Yeah.
got anything
Okay.
else they want to slip in? I've got
No.
maybe one
Oh,
thing.
slip in.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
So, Infinity
Go
Ward,
on.
the makers of the 2019 Call of Duty, have said that
Gonna be next
it
gen.
might be next gen.
Oh,
So, what do you think
Not only
of
have you got to
the
buy the game,
PlayStation? Yeah.
you've got to buy next gen as well.
What do you think of the PlayStation 5 coming out next year?
Stupid.
No.
I'm sort of skeptical about it all. It's
I mean,
like, is it moderately a big improvement?
I mean, they
I think
could.
the biggest thing with
Consoles, yeah.
PS4 is like the memory. I think if you could stick like a 1 terabyte standard memory
I've got
into
two
a
in mind.
PS4, I
Without
think that'd be
having to
good.
Take it apart.
Because like I've got 250 gig, and I've only got like 4 games on the thing. Before it's like, oh, I've got 220.
Yeah,
That's like
Two
shit.
terabyte, like.
I got 2 terabyte. But
Yeah, did you do
But-
the hard drive switch?
yeah.
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 But
I don't know.
the thing is, they say Call of Duty 2019 might be on next gen consoles, but it doesn't say it definitely is. Like, when a game comes out, or when a console comes out, it could come out September the year after. They could still release that game. They could port it over.
Well, yeah.
It's like if you got a PS4 and did a price comparison between what you can get a PS4 and a PC, the PC you buy with the same specs as a PS4 is utterly garbage. But for some reason, the PS4, with its resolution and everything,
because
it can run games at 60 frames per second.
Architecture is all different, and it's all you know. A developer who develops, let's say, Call of Duty, has the same. What is that noise? Has the same basis to work on across the board, whereas on PC they have to kind of go, let's say, run like this.
Yeah.
And let's
I
say
think as well
like that.
The thing is, with consoles, whether it's a PlayStation or an Xbox, I think it's a lot easier for people when you look at the size and compared to like having to get the monitor, the tower, and everything else. And you do need like a proper area to use it. Where consoles, you can kind of just put them next to your TV, plug them in, and it's done.
Yeah. That's why they're so popular.
Yeah, I think that's why they're so popular. I don't think it's really to do with the 60 frames per second and things like that. I think it's just the ease of playing them.
Yeah. Just the sort of simplicity of it.
People still want
I think that's what
the
it
graphical update.
Yeah.
So the next generation has to have native 4K on most games, otherwise people are going to kick off. Because as soon as the Xbox One came out, PCs were on 4K, and everyone was like,
I think
"Well, that's not
if
fair."
If they make the PS5 standard 4K,
I think
the lowest one is 1 terabyte, and like the upgraded version is 2 terabyte.
Like,
I think
it's
that'd
not
be
such
fucking
a
brilliant.
massive topic now, but when the
That
Xbox One
forces you
and
to buy a
PlayStation,
4K TV and it's still not like.
it still look better on a HD telly though. But when
It
the
wouldn't look too
PlayStation
bad. I don't
4,
think there's much difference.
when the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One came out, there was all this kick-off, wasn't there? Because it wasn't even full HD a lot of the time. It was like 900p.
Yeah.
720p at 60 frames or 900p at 30. And everyone was like, but the PlayStation 4's running it at 1080p. And the Xbox One, which is like twice the price, is running it at
it's that basic cap in it, where sort of thing. It's HD, but it's not like high standard HD.
And that also brings in the problem of doing. I forgot which game I read, which game it was, but there was one where they were saying they wanted to do cross-platform between PS4 and Xbox, but Sony were having none of it. And obviously, because they were going for like safety and security, because obviously you've got to pay for PS Plus, but then Xbox have Xbox Live. But the problem is, like you say, the same game on Xbox could be run at 980, and it's 1020 on PS4.
The performance.
But then it doesn't make that much of a difference gameplay-wise, really. It's just a graphical thing. Because when you play Fortnite with PC players, they're only better because they can move the mouse about. So that's not a problem. It's just
I think
crossplay. Basically, Sony's just having a hissy fit about the whole thing, and they're just being a cunt.
Yeah, it's that whole company sort of war in it, where it's like the sort of strive to do better. I think it is because like
for consoles, it's been around since I can remember, because it was always Nintendo, Sega, and then it moved on to Sony and was it Sony, Nintendo?
It was Sony, Nintendo for a while, and then Microsoft.
And now it's
Nintendo's dropping off the board a bit at the moment.
The Switch is out. The Switch is already outsold the PlayStation 4. I think.
Yeah, I was about to say the Switch is really popular.
There's not many
Switch
games
is
with it,
really
that's the
good.
problem.
I know, but they're really good games. Zelda Breath of the Wild is one of the best games.
Zelda's really
ever.
good, but like
Zelda is a hard game.
Mario Odyssey, absolutely brilliant, apparently.
Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
And the fact that you can play,
I've played Mario Kart 8. Like, they need to introduce more maps and more.
And the fact that you can play Doom, right? The same Doom that's on the PlayStation. The graphics aren't as good, but it's the same Doom as on the PlayStation, and you can play it wherever you want.
And you can play Fortnite on it.
Yeah, that as well.
No, yeah, but you can't use your same account.
I know, but hey, I did my first game on Fortnite on the Switch. I did really well. I got 3 kills and I
came second To be fair.
You should be allowed to use your own account because it's like a specific Epic Games account. It's not a PlayStation account. It's not a Microsoft account. It's an Epic Games account.
That's the thing. That's why everyone's annoyed at. If you're a Microsoft user, Xbox user, and you've got a Microsoft Epic account and you go on your Switch, you can use it. But the PlayStation parts, they're being dickheads.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's it.
right. That'll do. That's it.
Well, I'll briefly say what I'm going to talk about next week because I was going to talk about this week, but I decided not to. But next week I'm definitely talking about Ghost of Tsushima because it looks like it's going to be the most beautiful game that's ever been released on the PlayStation.
Is that the one that's made by the people who made Dark Souls, or is that something else?
I don't think it's FromSoft. I think it's something else.
It is Sucker Punch.
Oh, I've heard of them.
Oh,
but I can't think what they do.
I can't remember what they make. Yeah.
They did. What's it to do? Let's have a quick look. The thing doesn't really say what they did, but the game itself,
Google.
I swear to God, looks brilliant.
Okay,
Infamous,
Google.
That's what they did. They did the Infamous series.
Ignore me now. Go away. Bye bye. I was talking to my Google.
My apologies. I don't understand.
They were proper good them. I was talking
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.
That'll be next week anyway.
Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to smack that like button and subscribe. For these videos are every week. And that's bye from me.
And don't forget to leave comments in the description below, like say how we can improve and do a good
actually got any
in terms of service.
If you've got any games that you'd like us to talk about that are upcoming and we haven't mentioned, pop it in the comment and we can, if we've got that, we'll maybe talk about that in one of the.
You can tweet us
at
if we've got
GG Greater Games 4. I've remembered it. I think that's it. Well done, Let me just triple check. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
But basically,
we're here for you. It's just GG Greater Games.
So if you want any help or any news, just let us know. And we'll provide it for you.
If there's something we're not talking about that you want to know more about or you'd like to hear more about, drop a comment.
I mean, we're very active on the Twitter. We're very active on the Twitter. Like, I've just seen that Simon has liked a picture by Miley Cyrus of on an inflatable eagle.
Hey,
there's a few other pictures that Simon likes on Twitter as well.
Instagram.
Subscribe.
If you want a picture gallery of those pictures, what he's like,
we start like
we'll send it to you.
Right. Anyway, guys, as I say, we'll see you later. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Peace.